Good afternoon, guys. It's Kristen here, the fabulous football babe. Sitting here on playoff weekend Friday, divisional weekend Friday. Sorry, just a little balmy up here in New England. It's about 21 degrees here, according to my car. So we're here. Big news out of New England this week. Well, not really big news. We all knew it last weekend. Oops. Didn't judge that right. That for the first time in 24 seasons, New England Patriots officially have a new head coach in Mayo. I gotta say, I'm not mad about it. I have to say it. I'm not mad about it. I think he's gonna be a good head coach. I'm just not sure if he's ready. I don't know the pressure here for him. The fans here are just so impatient. It's like Super Bowl or bust all the time. We've wasted now, 4 seasons. 2020, honestly, Brady left into March, COVID. I feel like 2020 is just like a mulligan, like not really count. But we spent 3 or 4 years now not rebuilding, and now are we officially rebuilding? Is it Kraft wants to win in the playoffs now? It seems very do or die right now, and you don't really have a roster, especially on offense. The pieces on offense this team needs is astronomical. Turns out, does Belichick maybe go into Atlanta? I can't believe he's going to a Falcons. I really thought, I was like, he's going to go to Dallas, he's going to go to Philly, he's going to go somewhere, he's going to win. He wants the record. Does he win? Maybe the NFC South is pretty easy. He can knock off a few wins there. I don't know. They don't have a quarterback. It seems odd he's working on a rebuild and not just sort of going to take over a team that's almost there but not quite. Apparently he might be taking Matt Groh with him. Good riddance to you two. Big news coming out of New England. Mayo's the new head coach. They moved some people around. Jonathan Kraft. Is Jonathan Kraft taking over this team? Is Robert bowing out a little bit and just not being involved? Jonathan Kraft is all about the money. I feel like at this point, we're just throwing our hands up to be like, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. I'm not super stoked that they weren't hiring a GM. If they do leave, if Belichick takes that job in Atlanta and those guys do leave, Wolf and Groh do leave, you have to hire a GM, right? How do you not hire a general manager to run this team and run this draft? You have a top 3 pick, which means you also have a very high 2nd round pick. It's not just the 3rd pick now. You seriously could get 1st round talent in the 2nd round. I don't know. It's all, who knows? It's so hard about who you want. I'd love to get more picks and cash them all in and get Marvin Harrison Jr. and a quarterback. You need a quarterback. This league is very offense. You need a quarterback. You cannot do it. There are no free agent quarterbacks. If you take Marvin Harrison Jr. and hope that you're going to get some free agent vet quarterback, like who? Kirk Cousins? Because he wins all the time. Russell Wilson? I don't know. What is he? If Denver's on the hook for him, he's not really going to cost you anything. I don't think it's But what did he do in Denver for 2 years that lets me think he's going to do anything but crap the bed here? There's nobody available. I don't know. People are talking Jimmy Garoppolo again, and I like Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is a really good quarterback. He's just going to get hurt. What's going to happen in week 6 when he gets hurt? You throw in Bailey Zappi in here? Bailey Zappi proved he does nothing. It's such a mess on offense. It is such a mess on offense. This defense is so ready. This defense has been fire for 3 years. This is a legit top 5 defense. But offense is such a mess. I'm so baffled by it. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. For Patriot fans, I don't know. Is there optimism here at all? I like Mayo. I like that the players kind of like Mayo. I think he can be a good coach. But you were talking about a dude who wasn't even officially, and I think he wasn't officially the defensive coordinator because Bill Belichick didn't want to do that. And maybe they didn't want to do that, so I don't know. Bill Belichick had so many things that he just did and did his way that just, who knows what he was doing. But you need a GM, Kraft. Please don't give this team, the keys of this team, to Jonathan. He is all about the money, which is funny now because, Jonathan, you got to do something because, again, you can do whatever you want, Kraft. You don't want to hire a GM. You want to bring in this coach. Now, again, I think if you had told Robert Kraft last year that Mike Vrabel would be available, I don't know if he would have put the deal in for Mayo that he did. I don't think he would have done that. But you can't win. You've got to win 9 games next year, I believe. Like, you need 9 wins, at least. You need to be competitive in this division, which you can do. But you need 9 wins next year. Otherwise, no one's paying prices at Gillette Stadium that you want to charge. Jonathan Kraft, you're all about the money. You need to get a winning team to get the money, because there's no way you can charge an average of $500 a ticket for 4-13. It can't happen. Who's going to pay it? Like, Patriot fans, don't pay for it. Don't go. Wait until the seats go down and they're like, oh, you're paying $18 for a ticket, and take some kids and have some fun and all that stuff. But I'm not doing it for $500 a ticket to watch 4-13. So these are somewhat business things and stuff, and you need a winning team to charge what you want to charge. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited for Gerard Mayo. I think he can be a good head coach. I just would feel bad if, this starts out bad and you win 6 games and the fans are just going to jump on you and they want to win now and they can't take it anymore. And I just don't know. But we giving him a fair shake, okay? We got to give this guy a fair shake. Who's really in charge? Is it Gerard Mayo? Is it Jonathan Kraft? Is this Robin Glazer, whoever she is, that they made some VP of football operations a senior advisor to the head coach or whatever? What the hell is that? It's all a mess right now in New England, and we'll see. This offseason is going to be extremely interesting. So it'll give us something to talk about in March, I guess. We'll see. But it is division playoff weekend, so we'll run through this real quick. You got the Texans at the Ravens. I hate Baltimore. I hate Harbaugh, like, with a passion. I love the Texans story. I think it's great. I just don't see it. I can't pick the upset. Baltimore has just kind of been too good, and quietly good, right? Like, just quietly walking along, beating everybody, just no flashy, not a lot of people are talking about them. I just can't pick the Texans. I would root for the Texans. I think it would be a great story. I just think it's written in the stars for Baltimore this year. You got Green Bay going to San Francisco. The Jordan Love story is great. I think Green Bay had a huge game last weekend. I just don't see the weapons on offense to go against the 49ers defense. I don't see their defense taking down McCaffrey and Debo and Kittle. I think San Francisco's kind of figured themselves out a little bit, and I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be close, but I'm going Niners. Again, I have no horse in this race. I could care less, but I'm going Niners. I'm going Ravens. I'm going number 1 seeds. I think they're going to take them. Honestly, I think I'm going all home. I think I'm going all homers this weekend, and that's you. There's going to be an upset. A road team is going to win. It's kind of sometimes what happens. I just don't know if I can pick them. I think I'm picking homers. I would love the Lions to win. That was so exciting last week to watch that Lions game. To watch those fans, that old man who's been a ticket holder for 66 years. It just warms your heart. It touches your heart. It's so sweet. They were so passionate. You heard stories. One of the players was like at the gas station or something, and they came up to them and were just like, thank you for that win and what it means. And for a Boston girl, obviously, like, we've had a lot of success in the last 20 years, but very reminiscent of the Red Sox World Series, what it meant to all those fans, what it meant to the city. I think if you're a sports fan and you have any sort of heart and you kind of want to pull for the Lions, the Lions Super Bowl would be crazy. I love the Tampa story. I do like Baker Mayfield. I think they are a good football team. I just don't know, especially with that crowd. I don't know. This isn't the Eagles. This is a team that's ready to win, striving to win, fighting to win. Dan Campbell and his brass cojones, there's something up his sleeve, and they're going to pull it out. I'm going Lions. And then we're going to take the next couple minutes. We're going to talk about Bills Chiefs. And one thing to say, Josh Allen, to you. I know, yeah, of course, you're going to listen to me to say to you, Josh Allen, this is the game you've been waiting your whole life for. This is your game. It's time to put up or shut up. Win this game. Go win this game. You've beaten Mahomes in Arrowhead in the regular season. It's October. You can win the game. You haven't done it in the playoffs. He's your Achilles heel over here that you can't get it done at Arrowhead in January when it matters most. It's in your backyard now. Now it's in your house. You got to win. You've got to win this game. It was very, people are talking it's the new Brady Manning kind of thing, and that very well could be. Peyton Manning played a lot of playoff games at Gillette Stadium and lost. It was just the anniversary of the 3-pick Ty Law game. That was like whatever popped up on all the feeds. It was like Wednesday or something. That, when Peyton came to Gillette and just pulled his chin straps down and walked off. 3 picks by Ty Law. It was such a good game. And then, when was that? Was that 07, I think? Yeah, January of 07. So the 06 season when the Patriots then had to go to Indy in the playoffs. It was the first time they went to Indy, and Peyton got it. He won. So here it is, Josh Allen. Ready for you, made for you. Crap or get off the pot, Josh Allen. If you do not win this game, what is the mark? What is the deal? What are we going to talk about, Josh Allen? What are we going to talk about? Kind of like the Cowboys not firing Mike McCarthy, Jerry Jones sticking with him. That the Bills are going to be the team that just does well in the regular season. They could pull out 11 or 12 wins. They could win the East. He's great. He's going to throw these yards. He's going to throw these touchdowns. He's going to run for touchdowns. He's going to throw picks. But when it comes to January and playoff time, Josh Allen can't get it done. He can't get it done. So this is it, Josh Allen. No one talks about that game in 07 with Peyton being like, oh, the only reason you won because it was at home. It didn't matter. You got it at home. I forget that season, like what the tiebreakers were or what, like, was it so much better than the Patriots, why we had to go to Indy in the first place, but it didn't matter. They won. You won the game, Peyton. You didn't have to go to Gillette. You did enough in the season to not have to go back to Gillette in the playoffs, and you finally got the hump and beat Brady in the playoffs and went on. So here it is, Josh Allen, for you. You did enough during the season. You beat them during the season. You got the 2 seed. You did it. Pat Mahomes is coming to your house. Win the game. Win it enough, too. I'm not a Buffalo fan. Obviously, I hate the Bills. They're in my division. I hate the Bills. I hate Buffalo. It's not a feel-good story. I don't feel good about it like you do Detroit. Like, I don't care. Yeah. Just lose. But win this game, Buffalo. Win by a lot. Like, everyone's good now. These games should all be close. These games should all be good. But if there's a game this weekend that's going to be 38 to, 12 or 28 to 9 or something, like, just shut them down. This is the year to beat Mahomes. Their offense isn't as good. It's not as strong. I don't think you're going to have to go touchdown for touchdown with Pat Mahomes. I think your offense is better than the Chiefs' defense. Previous years, I would have said the Chiefs were the better football team in general overall in those playoff loss teams. This year, in general, overall, you are the better team, Buffalo. Like, this is your year. This is for you. Now, whatever, you have to go to Baltimore or whatever, or the Texans come to you, you don't win the Super Bowl, that's one thing, but you got to beat Mahomes. This, again, Josh Allen, this is the game you've been waiting your whole life for. So go out and win it handily. Don't even make the refs a story. Everyone's already talking that it's in the works. They're never going to let, of course, Taylor Swift is going to the Super Bowl. They're going to put the Chiefs in there. Oh, I am over it. I'm a Swiftie, but I'm over her. I'm over Travis Kelce. I am done with the Chiefs. I think people are kind of sick of the Chiefs in general and NFL fandom only because they are piggybacking off of all of the pure dominance the Patriots had for 20 seasons, and people are kind of tired of it. They want some new blood, new meat. I think people want a Texans-Bills AFC Championship game. They want a Texans-Lions kind of Super Bowl. They want some new blood, some new meat. They don't want the Chiefs. The refs are a story. It's going to be a story. Make it not the story, Josh Allen. Don't even make it an option. Go out and just fire away. Put up points. Don't turn the ball over in the end zone. You're not going to make up 14 points, 20 points that you gave to the Dolphins that you took off your board. The Chiefs are going to capitalize on that. The Dolphins, Tua, they got their own problems. The Chiefs will capitalize on those. Don't turn the ball over. If you lose this game and it's just, you made no mistakes, you didn't turn the ball over, it just kind of, what happened, they just got the better of you, that's one thing. If you lose this game, Josh Allen, and you threw for like 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks, I don't know. It's kind of the definition of insanity, right? Trying to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And that'll be the story of Buffalo. And with Buffalo, with those 4 Super Bowl losses in a row, and all the years you had to put up with Brady and Belichick, and Brady's gone, and you've been winning the division, but you can't get out of your own way in the playoffs. How long are you patient, Buffalo fans? What are we talking about? What are we going to do? This is your game, Josh Allen. This is your coming out party. Win this game. Throw 300 yards. Throw 3 touchdowns. Don't throw any picks. Go beat Mahomes in your house. Go win this game. I do think they're going to. I do think that their offense is better than the Chiefs' defense. I think the Bills are going to win it. I think it is Josh Allen's time. I know a lot of people are picking the Bills. A lot of people picking the Chiefs. This is the primetime game on Sunday night. Like, I hate picking all homers. I feel like there's going to be an upset in here. You kind of feel like people are just rooting for Buffalo. They don't even want to give, and for me, especially as a Patriot fan and the last ones to do back-to-back and all that stuff, I don't want even the Chiefs even anywhere near the Super Bowl. Just beat them now. So those are my picks. I'm going Homer all weekend. I'm going Ravens. I'm going Niners. I'm going Lions, and I'm going Bills. History says that probably isn't going to happen, but I just think this is a year that the home teams are just too good. And I think home field in a lot of ways, obviously the crowd in Detroit, the better Baltimore team is going to come out on top. The crowd in Buffalo, fans like this Mafia, Bills Mafia, like, again, you've been waiting your whole life for this football game, guys. Go win the game. So back at school, I'm at school now, so we'll check in next week. Patriots got a new coach. Lots of division football this weekend. It's so sad it's division weekend already. It makes me sad. It's almost over, but we're going to enjoy it. These should be really 4 really fun, entertaining games. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Everyone's staying warm. It's balmy here in New England, 21 degrees, but still got my iced coffee. So, true New Englander here. I will check in with you guys next week.